Good morning, Kauai Terrapin. I hope you're having a great day. Today is Easter Sunday, and you're going to watch the beautiful sunrise right in the back of my head here as the sun slowly comes up over the Pacific Ocean. Today I'm pondering existence. Yeah, the nature of the human condition, the nature of the social structure at the time, nature of governmental management, control, nature of existence. Why are we here? You wonder that. And you always search for meaning of some kind. Maybe I'm here for, to do this or to do that, And, there's a certain sense of destiny in that. You feel like, God, there was a reason. Maybe sometimes you have moments in life you go, I know now why I'm here. It was that moment when I helped my kid learn how to ride a bike, or helped my, daughter how to understand men, or helped somebody to do something. And, I know that's the feeling you get, and it's valid. I guess helping each other is really a big part of life, helping ourselves, certain satisfaction. And I always wonder, and I urge you to, ask yourself, well, what really gives me satisfaction and what's my end game? As I turn, I'm in my 60s now. Holy cow, I can't even believe that, say that. But I'm in my 60s now. And mathematically, I like to think I'm about halfway done, There's a lot in back of me, a lot in front of me. Well, we'll see how that all goes. You never know how long you'll live. Wouldn't it be nice to be issued a time, November 7th, in 54 years or whatever. That's you're gonna be checking out that day. It'd be nice to know. Wouldn't it be nice to know? You could plan your finances. You could kind of make trips. You could actually have a bucket list and know where the bucket ends. And not just have a hole in the bucket. All those things, but you don't know, and that is the mystery. So you kind of have to grab every moment of gusto. And I guess if I ever had any regrets, it'd be about wasting time. Just doing a bunch of stuff that now, when I think about it in my age and perspective, didn't matter. But I guess it was an accumulation of that knowledge and wisdom that made me who I am today. Falling down, making some really dumb mistakes, and hopefully not doing it over and over again. I guess that's the key to life, is acknowledging and understanding your neurotic patterns, and then not doing that. Unless you create a big identity around it. I am sad and lonely, and I will ever be, and it is my excuse for everything. It is my identity. I don't think that works well. I don't. So on some level, we have to get over our neuroses, our patterns. So what I try to do is I try to go out of my way to do that. How do I do that? I try to do things that are not what I want to do sometimes, on purpose, like the cold plunge. Nobody wants to get in really cold water for like 10 minutes. Although there's a desire for me to do that enough so that I can not have resistance to it. Sauna, it's hot. Walking is arduous sometimes. But all those things I do on a regular basis to help expand my tolerance of things that are difficult, challenging. Sometimes, in fact, this week there's a radio show that I really don't like much, so I'm thinking about volunteering for that, to do phone calls for the fund drive for that show. Because it's my resistance, and I don't want to carry around a bunch of resistance. I guess you could. I am angry about this, and I'm going to make a whole identity about my anger because it's an excuse for whatever. I just don't think that's life, man. In fact, it's bad for your physiology. It is. It is. Walking around with issues sucks. So I urge you to, whatever giant preferences you have, dissolve them, man. Whatever you really hate the most, do that. Do a little of that. Not a lot of it. Don't get hurt. Don't do stupid stuff. But, you know, if you hate pink shirts, go get one. You know? Stop carrying around what you resent and making that a big identity. Oh, well, I don't usually do that, but this one thing I'm really right about, you know? It creates self-righteousness and illness. Oh, look at that sun coming out the back of me. Woohoo! I'm going to look at it directly here for a moment. I'll give you all a little more of a view there. Oh, there it is, coming up, Easter Sunday. Across the Pacific Ocean. I'm gonna wait here until that ball of hydrogen pops out of the ocean there. Not to be all that self-indulgent, but loving yourself is really important. Doing things that are really good for you for positive reasons, not out of fear. I have to do something with my hair because people might like me more. Or a certain type of person that I'm looking for might like me more. What a crappy way to live your life, man. It must be hard. It must be stressful. It must be really stressful. Not to criticize anybody's activities, but man, it's a burden to carry around all that stuff. I notice the lighting is changing in my video a lot here. Well, we'll see how that turns out on the screen later. Gosh, getting rid of your patterns. Yeah, because your patterns really lock you in. Think about that. When an opportunity knocks on your door and you have this giant pattern you're defending, and you go, oh, well, I could do that, but I'm not that kind of person. Don't make me somebody I'm not. Don't make me kind. Don't make me caring. You know? Don't make me not angry. Because then I don't have an excuse. You know, I don't. So can we drop our neuroses? Can we drop our limitations? Actually, really good friends point out your neuroses and help you go through them. The worst people are the ones that write you off because they think you're neurotic in a certain way, a pattern, and they're like, oh, I don't like that pattern, stay away from that guy. You know? No. Why not? If you really care about anybody, you care enough for them to get out of their pattern. Just a shout out concept. I had my shoulder fixed a while ago, and so many people stopped by and appreciated that. Give me food, ask how I was doing, and want to see if it was a successful surgery and happiness. And I'm better. I almost can reach up here. Look at it. New shoulder. Yep. My old one had no cartilage. Every time I moved, it hurt. In fact, it started to hurt even when I wasn't moving. That's when I got interested in getting it fixed. So I did. I don't like joint replacements. Nobody does. I mean, really, nobody says, I think I want a new one of these because, you know, I need one. I need a titanium one instead of my old one. Nobody does that. But if consistently it's not getting better, it's getting worse, and you can't walk or move, you know, it's time to do that. And I thought it's because I'm in my 60s, it'd be better to do those things before I'm in my 70s, you know. Just trying to stay healthy and happy. And being healthy and happy are very connected. Being able to have that satisfaction. You might say it's a function of the vagal nerve or the prefrontal cortex or all these functions in your brain and stuff. And those are interesting to know about because then you can kind of guide your activities and, you know, get better sleep, for instance. Exercise and sleep are linked. I've noticed if I don't exercise well, I don't sleep well. So I'm always, get up in the morning, first thing out of the day, getting those mitochondria moving, get all those brain things working. I try not to wear sunglasses the first couple hours of the day so I can get some sun in my eye and wake up a little bit. I also try not to see too many screens right before I go to bed. That's not a good thing to go to bed with your phone, looking at your phone and shit. That's not good. Oh my, the sun is really going to come up right in back of us here. Wow. I guess we sometimes define ourselves by the things that we resist. I mean, they're kind of defined by the things we love, too. But because you love apples doesn't mean that you need to hate oranges, They're both fruits. We're human. We can like them or love them, like them or avoid them. But not all the time. But I do try to embrace some things that I really don't like. And I like to find things that I resist so I can not carry that burden around of resistance. It's sort of an improv idea. Yes, and? Look, we have AI making posters for us now. Yes, and? What are we going to do with it? Well, who knows? Make a whole story out of it. We could print them and sell them. We could make a wrap for my water tank. We could use it to inspire us to do something. We could figure out how to make better and better ones, which is kind of what we're doing now. I don't mind. I try to adapt, be really flexible relative to technology, and embracing it or rejecting it. It doesn't become us, but we can use it as a tool. Just like YouTube video. It'll destroy television. Well, we're trying to hold on to the past so we can control it. And that doesn't really work at all. Period. Embrace the future. That'll come. It'll come to your eyes. It'll come to your brain, your heart. Most importantly, your heart. Feel it, man. Fresh air, first thing in the morning. Sun's coming up. Usually I try to see this sunrise as I'm walking. But today I have a little bit of a delay. Need to wait for the puppy to show up. I'm going to walk the dog a little bit. I like dogs. It expands my tolerance. I'm not a big fan of cats, but I like cats. So I try to embrace them too so I can, expand my tolerance. Destroy my pattern. If you hate corporations, go stand on their front doorstep and greet everybody that shows up for a couple minutes. Hey, welcome to work. Nice to see you. You're a human being too. Have a good day. I could resist and resent and be self-righteous and wave my little flag of self-righteousness. Ooh, I hate them. Ooh. That doesn't mean we shouldn't draw attention to the problems. Not at all. But if you're emotionally invested in being right, you're wrong. You've lost, baby. You stand on that self-righteousness, I am more organic than you. I am free range, like my children, free range people, I am this and that. I don't know. Good luck. It's hard to do that. It really is. Well, it's a beautiful day. I believe the sun has risen. Or it's about to. It's a beautiful day in Hawaii. If you think where you live kind of sucks, you can always live somewhere else. A lot of your patterns are locked into where you are. If you've been there for generations or decades, maybe it's locking you in. you know? Now, maybe those are things you like and embrace far out. You found a place you enjoy being. That's a great thing. Find a place where you like and dig your roots in there and enjoy that. But never develop an ego about your geography. Oh, it's the best place, you know. I can only live here. I don't know why everybody doesn't live here. Well, I do. There's a bunch of reasons why everybody doesn't live everywhere. There's not enough room for everybody, for one reason. And people have different preferences. Some people like the mountains. Some people like the ocean. Some people like neither one. And that's okay, too. To tell you the truth, I love the Midwest. I really do. Such nice people. Such nice people. And zero ego about where they are. Go to San Diego. I like San Diego. It's beautiful. I have some great friends there. But as far as developing a community there, it's very difficult. Because it's so beautiful, nobody really cares. Why not? I always wondered why people embrace living up north in the winter. When it got cold, why didn't they just sort of walk south, you know? Well, probably other people live in the south that weren't all that happy about the other people showing up. Mosquito out here. So, people were distributed that way. Find a way to get out of your comfort zone. I guess that's what liberation is. You found that deep peace, that centeredness. Place where things can't bother you. And that's not to develop walls around you either. It's the opposite of that, actually. It's the opposite of that. Preferences slide away. I prefer blue shirts rather than pink. But I'm going to get a pink shirt so I can wear it. My friend Don Dennis does that. He's a pink kind of guy. He wears pink a lot. And he's a good friend of mine. He's a great guy. I should try the pink, huh? No? There are many different preferences, and they all lock us in, man. I love to listen to different music. Unless it's jarring and neurologically disturbing, I like to listen to different stuff. Different genres, different people, different voices, different rhythms, different melodies. There's something about music that touches me. I can't explain it well. But man, to me, life is about sound. It's not to say it isn't visually spectacular, as you may see in back of me here. But to me, it's about sound. Hear the birds. Some of those are the birds waiting for me to fill the bird feeders. The little birds seed out in the morning, and they come and have a little breakfast, you know. You say, hello, birds. Mostly finches, cardinals, Brazilian cardinals, some doves. Chickens try to get in there now. We've started to have some fencing around here, so the chickens are less prevalent because the dog does not inspire them to stay within the fence. And the chickens fly over and go somewhere else. Yeah, that's kind of a good thing. Chickens do a lot of destruction in the garden. That's challenging. Anything red or ripe, they will try to eat, except peppers. They haven't messed with my peppers. We grow peppers really, really well here. It's kind of an abusive environment that is windy and sometimes really wet and sometimes really dry and pretty hot usually. So peppers, man, they do pretty well in this kind of environment. Well, it's been about 20 minutes. And even though I can ramble on forever, pretty much, I hope you seek that liberated life. Can you keep breathing long and deep all day long? Be calm, open heart, Can you keep your heart open? That's the thing. Or do you sometimes protect it because you think you have to make your stand, create an identity around your anger? Let it go, man. Let it go. Let it go. It ain't gonna work for you. No matter what you're mad at, nobody cares. Nobody really cares. It's not to say you shouldn't make good decisions. You shouldn't encourage good decisions in our country and other people too. But don't create an ego about it. I am better than this and doing that, so it all has to be about me. Let it go, man. Let it go. Be kind. Do something nice for somebody, man. Something unexpected. Now, they may think you're trying to get something from you and manipulate you. What a bunch of crap. They got nothing you want, man. Well, the sun peeking over the sky there. Beautiful sunrise this morning. I'm just going to let you enjoy it for a few minutes. I like this transition time today. The darkness turns into light, and light turns into dark, and then it does it again and again. The sun is something we depend on. It's been described as sort of the consistent energy in the universe. Yeah, consistent energy in the universe. Here comes the sun. I say, it's all right. You ever wonder what's possible? What are the possibilities? My dad said once, if you can imagine it, you can make it happen. You can get it in your head. You can see it. You see that log happen. You see that airplane. See that car. See that relationship. See that sense of stability. Can you see that? Can we seek that sense of equality? Can we treat everybody the same and stop trying to manipulate our universe? How about that? That's right. Even the people you dislike, can you treat them with the same amount of dignity and respect as somebody else? Can you do that? Or you locked in, man? I don't know. I hate what I hate. I like what I like. It's my identity. I'll die with it. Yeah, you will. Good luck. I hope you don't carry that dishappiness, that unhappiness, that dislike forever. What a burden, man. Oh, whew. Huh. The burden of preference and opinion. The burden of trying to control your universe by your whims. That's not to say you shouldn't make good decisions. No. I'm not saying everything goes, man. That's not it at all. I'm saying don't get an ego about it. Don't think you know something better without knowing that, without having that experience. Have a sense of equality about yourself. Can you be kind, even to people that are not very kind to you? Or you're trying to express to them that if you're unkind to me, I'll be unkind to you, and they'll be punished by that. I kind of wish that worked. I really did. I really do. I wish that mean people, I could just be mean back to them, and they would be going, oh, well, maybe shouldn't be so mean. No, you mean it back to them, and they get meaner. And then you get meaner. And then they get meaner. And then you destroy relationships, and then you're alone and sad, and that sucks. Sucks. Can you be kind? Even to unkind people in unkind situations, can you be kind to them anyway? Is your kindness bigger than their smallness? That's really the question. I like to think so. I do. I think your love is bigger than your hate. I do. But that has to manifest in caring and spending time with people, discussing, engaging, and not judging. Depends on the integrity of the word, respect for people, and respect for yourself, and love. Comes down to self-love, it always does. All that self-animosity, we carry and express. Pretty wild. So we have self-love. We show how we love ourselves by the way we act, the way we move, the way we dress, and more importantly, the way we treat other people. Can we do that? Can we be enlightened with love rather than defined by hate? It's not black and white. It's not quite like that. And certainly I don't think I'm better than anybody else because I think I love people a little bit. Nah, I'm just trying, man. I'm just trying my best. But I think people have a lot of best in them. And sometimes that best stays dormant. Yeah, people can do more. People can reach out. Well, thank you for your time. I hope you've had a beautiful Easter morning. Sun certainly is getting bright back of me here. Mahalo and aloha, and thanks for watching Kauai Terrapin. Please tell your friends and have a fine, fine day.